Nintendo.
A brand famous for the plumber with a mustache, a legendary kart racing series, and a franchise where at least half of the population on Earth doesn't even know that the main character's name is not Zelda but Link. Oh, and there's one more thing Nintendo is famous for. Remasters, remakes, and ports. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. Games that Nintendo, for some reason, hasn't made a remake or port of yet, but that we most definitely need one of. So without further ado, let's go! Yoshi's Woolly World. Quite surprisingly, the first game I want to talk about today is a game for the Wii U. I say surprisingly because on the first look one could think that the entire catalog of the Wii U games already got ported to the Nintendo Switch. But no, there's still a couple hidden gems which are sadly stuck on this beautiful piece of hardware right here. Yes, I am one of the 13 owners of a Wii U worldwide. Yoshi's Woolly World isn't only one of the best games on the Wii U in my opinion, it's also in my top 10 platformer games of all time. When it comes to 2D platformers, maybe even top 3. The game may be a bit easy on the first sight, but has a lot of secrets, a lot of collectibles, which are not too tough though and are never hidden in unfair spots, and the vibe about this game is simply so carefree and feels like a bright field of flowers. Oh. The levels are creative, never repetitive, and the bosses are also quite amazing and unique. A couple years later we got a successor of the game called Yoshi's Crafted World. And don't get me wrong, this game right here is also pretty good, but compared to Yoshi's Woolly World, I was a little disappointed. Since I do own a Wii U and Yoshi's Woolly World, it's not bad that there is no port of this game to me personally, but I'm sad for everyone who hasn't played this game yet and is missing out of this game because it's stuck on a dead piece of hardware. For real. Donkey Kong 64. With the release of Donkey Kong Bonanza, Nintendo just had one thing in mind, in my opinion. To distract us from the fact that we are not getting Donkey Kong 64 on the Nintendo Online system. At least of right now. Why? That game was already not easy to get a hold of even back in the day. To boot it up you needed the N64 expansion pack, and to this day I hear some rumors that it would be possible for the standard N64 to run this game. But I ain't no expert. I'm actually a little scared Nintendo will only release this game for the online servers of the Nintendo Switch 2 with the explanation that the game needs the full power, like it did back in the day with the expansion pack. And that would because I don't own a Nintendo Switch 2 because I am broke and I don't want to sell my liver for it.
Well, that didn't age well, but at least you don't need a liver to live, right?
A 3D Donkey Kong game with smoother graphic that is not like Bonanza and more like old school N64 platformers would really do the trick for me. Pause. So where is the remake, Nintendo? Or please, maybe even just the port? Actually, there is a Wii U Virtual Console version of that game. Oh yeah, cool. And how do you plan on buying this when the Wii U eShop is closed for 2 years already? I thought so. Wii Party. Sometimes there is games you just never played before and for a reason skipped back in the day just to fall in love with that exact game 15 years after release. And that's exactly what happened to me and Wii Party. I never owned it on my original Wii back in the day, but found it for €8 on a flea market 2 years ago. And it has become one of my favorite Wii games of all time ever in a rush. The classic board game is super fun, the minigames are amazing and even better than a lot of the newer Mario Party minigames. Yes, I said that. No, it's not rage bait. And the other modes like hiding the Wii remote somewhere in your house and the other player has to find it with the help of audio clues is freaking amazing and super creative. Wii Party has gotten a sequel on the Wii U, which is in my eyes just as good and another one of those hidden gems. But for over 10 years, that franchise is dead. I'm not joking, a sequel to that game would actually be the #1 reason to me personally to actually sell a kidney and buy the Nintendo Switch 2 and go full on in debt for it. Super Mario Galaxy 2. But there is Super Mario Galaxy for the Virtual Console. What I wanted to say is, if you want to play Mario 64, then there's the original and the DS version, which is an entire different game, but still the Wii U eShop version and the All-Stars versions. Sunshine, also in the All-Stars version. Galaxy, also in the All-Star versions. Galaxy 2, also in the All-Star versions.
Wait a minute!
For some reason, our lovely friends over at Nintendo decided not to include that game into the 3D All-Stars game package. And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know a lot anyways, but like, this makes absolutely no sense. It's kind of similar to the original 2D All-Stars, cause there's a version with Mario World and some without it, and then they remade it 20 years later again for the Wii and took Mario World out again. So why Nintendo sometimes gatekeeps some games like that? Mario Galaxy 2 is already a classic, and even though it's lacking a bit of atmosphere compared to the first game, it is still amazing. It has my boy Yoshi, a lot of new galaxies that feel like we are still playing Galaxy 1, and an amazing soundtrack. So please, give people a chance to play this masterpiece on a different console than the Wii. Nintendo Land. Another one of these secret hidden gems of the Wii U is this game right here. Especially if you play this game with friends, it's a 10 out of 10 game.
Bruh.
Yes, I do have friends. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about here. Every single mini game in Nintendo Land is based on a famous franchise of Nintendo. There is games like Metroid, Zelda, Pikmin, Mario, Donkey Kong, Animal Crossing, and even Luigi's Mansion. And every single one of them takes full advantage of the gamepad. This game is a must if you own the Wii U. I mean, if you're one of the like 12 other people that own it, then go ahead and buy it. But let's be honest, even though the Wii U is one of my favorite consoles ever, it's still a dead console. And to see games like this are stuck on this console, it's kinda sad. Cause different to Nintendo, I don't like to gatekeep any games for y'all, so this right here, guys. I'm telling y'all. I would love y'all to know how amazing that game right here is. So if you ever get the chance to play it, please do. Wario Land. Okay, here it's not only that we don't get remakes, but the series seems to be dead. Not a single Wario Land game ever has gotten a remake so far, and while the games itself probably don't even need a remake, because they hold up quite decently to this day, I think it would be super interesting to see what they would try to do with that franchise. The original trilogy is awesome. The fourth game on the Game Boy Advance is Pizza Tower, but in 2003, and the Shake It dimension for the Wii is just so charming, and they put so much work into this game. But it flopped. So I think the franchise is dead. But they could please make like a kind of cheap remake or something. Just something, please. I don't ask for much. But the third game and the fourth game are on the online subscription again. I don't understand Nintendo. Cause they did the same thing with Mario Land. Mario Land 2 6 Golden Coins was on the online service like 2 years before they dropped the first game. Why? Beware a dude wants to play a franchise in the correct order. How stupid of me to think that would be possible. Wii Sports Club. Okay, no one wants that anyways.
The remote!
Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you all enjoyed it, please consider to like this video and please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I hope to see you all again on the next video or in some of my streams. Until then, God bless y'all, stay healthy, bye.